The drama surrounding Lamont Roach's latest battle unfolded with a heaviness that lingered long after the final bell. The kind of tension that exposed not just to fighters in a ring, but an entire system of expectation, frustration, and unfinished business. What began as a high-energy showdown between a technical craftsman and a relentless pressure fighter quickly transformed into one of the most divisive, emotionally charged fights of the year. And the moment the judges read the scorecards, the boxing world split clean down the middle. What fueled the fire even more was the reaction that came from some of the sport's biggest names. The instant the result hit social media, the takes poured in, each one adding another layer to a narrative that already felt on the edge. Gervonta was the first to spark the flames. He dismissed any idea that Roach was ever close to winning, saying Cruz outworked him, out-tangled him, and should have had his hand raised decisively. Tank insisted that Roach's strategy didn't work, his rhythm was off, and that a knockdown followed by a draw didn't add up. The jab wasn't subtle, and Tank made it clear he wasn't impressed. To him, there was no scenario where Roach deserved the nod, even before the injury came to light. He brushed aside any suggestion of change or adjustment and fired back sharply at fans questioning him. Tank's message was simple. He's the one who decides when to entertain names, not the other way around. His reaction set the tone for a heated online debate, but not everyone saw it his way. Shocker Stevenson didn't hesitate before calling it how he saw it. The moment he viewed the fight, he said Roach pulled it off. He saw more tactical work, more clean scoring, more ring control from Roach than Cruz. And coming from a precision-based boxer like Shocker, that opinion carries weight. He's not the type to praise unless he sees something real. To him, Roach boxed smart enough and clean enough to earn the win. Soon after, Ryan Garcia chimed in with his own take. He, too, felt Roach edged it by a round or two. Close enough to argue, but clear enough for him to lean toward Roach. Garcia didn't argue passionately, but his agreement added credibility to the idea that this wasn't a Cruz landslide. It was a razor-thin fight that could reasonably go either way. But none of the commentary mattered more than Lamont Roach's own presence at the post-fight press conference. He walked in looking drained, carrying the weight of a night that didn't unfold the way he expected. He kept his posture strong, but the disappointment couldn't hide underneath the exhaustion. He believed he won. He believed he controlled the fight after rising from the first knockdown of his career in the third round. He believed he deserved better than a draw. The reporters could see it. The fans watching could feel it. And when someone asked whether he thought it was a draw, Roach said what his expressions already revealed. He didn't feel the scorecards reflected the work he put in. The moment someone asked about a rematch, the crowd responded before Roach did. They wanted it. They demanded it. And Roach seemed open to the idea, knowing he had more to prove and more to correct. But then the night took an unexpected turn. After leaving the arena, Roach headed straight to the hospital, where doctors confirmed what most fighters would have never admitted during a match. His hand was broken, not bruised, not swollen, broken. 7+ rounds with a shattered hand, still managing to outbox Cruz in pockets, still managing to slow down the pressure and flip momentum. When Roach posted a video from the hospital bed showing his hand heavily wrapped, the narrative shifted. Doubters suddenly grew quiet. Supporters doubled down. Analysts took another look at the fight. For many, it explained everything. The change in pace, the adjustment in strategy, the absence of combinations late in the match. Michael Coppinger himself called it